All righty, but we can't sleep forever. We got to get up and get back on with the program, I guess.
Hey, I got some news, kind of following up on your conversation earlier about the penny, things that have been here forever going away. Did you hear
Uh-oh.
that the Farmer's Almanac will cease to
No.
exist? This is the last year there'll be a Farmer's Almanac.
Uh, how how in the world besides woolly worms are we going to tell whether it's going to be a hard winter or not?
Again, it may not be the most accurate periodical, but it's one that's been there forever. And that's what makes it feel weird when you hear that it's going away. They can't survive in the modern era where magazines themselves have problems, let alone something like the Farmer's Almanac, but to a lot of people it's a tradition.
But how did the farmers, in all seriousness, besides the weather report, how do the farmers know all the things now that they would know if they were getting the Farmer's Almanac, which is supposed to tell them all the things that they need to know?
But does it really? I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not trying to take away from the Farmer's Almanac. I think it's a fun publication, but it's not like there's farmers waiting like, oh, we don't know about next year's crops until we get the Farmer's Almanac.
Well, how do you know? Are you a farmer?
No.
Well, and you don't know diddly squat, do you, about what a farmer thinks? I think we ought to ask the farmers out there. Farmers? How many farmers are in the audience? How many? We've never done that specific survey.
That's one demo we have not checked.
We did
have
surveys
no
for
idea.
various demographics and income levels and education levels, but are there? I'm opening this floor up to any farmers that are in the sound of my voice that would receive the Farmer's Almanac on a normal basis, but now they're not going to get it. What type of information are you going to be deprived of because there's no Farmer's Almanac? That's what I want to know. Emails to what? CornyDriveThru at gmail.com.
CornyDriveThru at gmail.com. I'm trying to see. I read in the newspaper, but if I go to look for news about it, like the first headline, it's like MarthaStewart.com, Montgomery Advisor. Hold on. Yeah, after more than 200 years of sharing a unique blend of weather, wit, and wisdom, we've made the very difficult decision to write the final chapter of this historical publication. That's the note in the new 2026 edition, which will be their last.
Well, I know you can get the weather other places. Something to hear about the wit, but what about the wisdom? That's what I want to know about. What are they going to lose? The farming generation, what wisdom are they losing now because of this?
And all kidding aside, it just sucks when you hear about these things that have been there forever, like a publication that has a history, and it's just going to be gone. It happened a few years ago for me with Who's Who in Baseball. Like, it had been around since the beginning of baseball. And then one year it just didn't come out. And that was it. That was the end of the history of Who's Who in Baseball. A lot of people collected those.
It's like when a territory would go out of business and all the fans would be like,
You know, you hear that, though, like from fans, like maybe like Georgia wrestling specifically, just because that's national. We could use that as an example. The idea that even to this day, 6:05 or maybe even 6 o'clock getting ready for 6:05 on a Saturday, there's like a feeling. There's like almost like a feeling in your gut, like I was supposed to do something right now.
a bowel movement coming on.
Something that's not there, yes. Thank you for ending it on a classy note. Any
Just
final thoughts
saying.
on the Farmer's Almanac?
Yes, it's just another thing that we're losing that, but sometimes it's worse when the publication doesn't go out of business. It just ruins itself. Have you seen a Rolling Stone lately? So,
Yeah,
but,
that's true. That's true.
nothing's like it used to be. That's why we're creating more stupid people.